All right. I'll put the mic right into the speaker. Get as demonetized as possible. Ooh. All right, testing audio. All right, testing audio. All right, testing audio. Why does it keep saying the same thing over and over again?
I don't really know. Is it just playing on the loop?
Feel better. I didn't if everything. I trained all week. Okay, it's like somebody mocked it wrong. I should be honest about
I didn't realize how much training was affected in sleep and not training affected my sleep. I'm going to pay for this tomorrow.
Is it a flake or ceremonial handstand? That's how Eco Games open. Just say assert dominance.
Yes.
You see you down and start walking towards you like that.
Josh is turning into a CrossFitter. So you're
Don't-
turning into a CrossFitter.
Don't put that evil. Don't put that evil out there on this Instagram.
Are you doing basketball? No, I'm 28. I'm cool. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Oh, cool. First time at Promoda?
First competition at Purple, yeah.
Oh,
How many people are in your
50.
50? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Because I felt like once you reach football, as the amount of people you get,
It has
getting
been down.
exponentially, going down.
Yeah. Was it last year? It was 80. 80 people.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Not bad, going from 80 to 50.
Yeah. We just calculated in the cars the same number. I'm still gonna have 6 matches. If I had 6 matches last year, I'm still gonna have 6 matches again. Now it's like 30 less people.
Yeah, I mean, if you win everything, you get 6 matches, right? It's single elimination.
See, once you get the brown, then it starts going down a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
bronze.
was like 15 in my division last year.
Are you doing it too this year?
I haven't even checked.
Are you, Jordan?
I can't qualify for Master World. I would assume that I would assume that Jiu-Jitsu Con there would be a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Another purple belt.
Oh, yeah.
That's like everyone.
Oh yeah.
most of the purple belts are doing.
And Master 1 now? Because like this way, probably when you reach Master 2, you can also keep
Oh, yeah.
going on.
yeah, even if you're. I'll be eligible for Master 2 next year,
Yeah.
but I'll stay at Master 1 until I feel
Like you can't keep
like
up
I can't
anymore.
keep up anymore.
Just go to adult.
Huh?
Just go to adult.
Just
Do it all.
Keep up with
Listen,
adults.
I do adult here, like locals. I'll do adult. I don't mind.
Yeah, because locals probably not enough people to go to. Like,
It's really tough.
yeah.
Especially at Brown, it's really tough to find people at Master 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you typically have to go adult.
Because you're gonna go with the same guys all the time.
Or
Limited.
very, very few.
Closer.
I haven't been practicing the front splits or any splits. My time is solely spent on training and editing videos, yeah. And doing pull-ups.
Going upside down a little bit or
Crash
no?
What's that?
Going upside down?
Like that?
Because remember you were saying like I'm gonna do it, and I was like, not a question of you doing it, you keeping up with it.
Yeah. Fuck off, Jordan. This came from because Jordan kept doing that whenever anybody does anything to her. And she did it in one of the X Guard games. Like I was trying to sweep her. And then she just went to a full split. And then at that moment, I was very motivated to try to learn the splits also so that I could do that against her. And I gave up after a few weeks.
I'm trying to be better at it, like stretch more and stuff.
Yeah.
And guard retention, being flexible is so useful.
Yeah.
I'm getting closer. I can definitely I can see a difference. It takes me an hour to get fully warmed up and I have to really sink in.
That's good.
But definitely getting better.
Yay!
I have not been as consistent, but I'm still active.
Do you think you'll hit it by the end of the year?
Maybe. It's possible. 4 months?
You said 1 year, right? And
Yeah.
I'm guessing you started in January.
No.
Oh.
I didn't
Okay.
start until maybe a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
But it's possible. Like when I first start, I'm nowhere even close. But by that end,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd say probably, I don't know, 8, 10 inches from the ground.
Hey, nice.
That's
the 4. That's the 4. Welcome to the live stream. Anybody want to focus on anything specific today?
I want to keep playing the crab riding game.
Crab riding? Okay, we can do some back.
Playing that.
Do a little backy back.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have anything you wanted to focus on?
Not particularly.
Okay,
Mostly same thing as last time.
cool. Maybe we can do so we can do our set of like normal passing games, but instead of the what was the game? What was the one that you had the variation for?
Like when you can grab an underhook.
Yeah, but that was for what was the whole game again?
It was like, so we started with like 2 games and it was basically no-gi passing.
Yeah.
Then we did one more where like you can pass, but the bottom guy can frame, and if you can grab an underhook and enter a guard, that's like something like that.
I don't think that was.
Was it different?
It was like
Was it the double
thought
pan
it-
grip
I thought it
thing?
was like the standard 3. Double pan grip, single pan grip with the collar.
there's
And
one that we
then-
did with Hugo though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Hugo
did-
did
we did
another
know.
one. Yeah,
I did it for
he
you.
designed like a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was the?
I can't remember. It's on the last live stream. Or one of
Yeah,
those.
it is.
The point was to like rubber leg if you can.
Yeah,
But I forgot the detail.
yeah,
It was not super well calibrated, you know.
yeah. But it was an offshoot of a game we were already playing,
Right.
which was.
I remember entering a lot of false reaps
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
result of the rule set. I don't remember the rule set.
Were we just doing the normal outside passing game and then?
Outside passing.
Let's do maybe like we can do like because the one before is what? Double pen grips? No, no grips at all. The one right before.
Can we go through like just the progression that we?
Yeah, let's go through the progression real quick.
Structure,
Yeah,
Double pant.
Can I use
pant
you?
collar, yeah.
yeah,
There's like 5 guard retention.
yeah. Let's do the structure game. So structure game is my job is without stepping past Matt's hip line. I just have to stay in this area. Is to get Matt's feet or his knees to touch the ground. So I could get 1 foot to touch the ground, and I went 2 feet.
Oh.
Could get a knee, other knee. And the only thing I can't do is like pass his hip line and start doing.
Oh. Interesting.
This is how I pass the dog guard. Just back in your knees.
Yes.
For the live stream, Matt says this is how he passed Riddell's guard. I'm gonna clip that and send it to. I'll send it to Riddell.
Don't corroborate that story.
Is that... Okay. Sure.
And then the bottom player, your job is just to not let your feet or your knees touch the ground, and then in any way that you can. So there's the whole thing like pushing on yourself.
So you can't have your knees over your head to like get back.
You can like put my foot to the ground here.
Yeah, I can touch his foot here if I want.
That counts as a win for him.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
just can't be-
any lower appendage that touches the ground counts as
A win.
condition
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, but I can't just start running around here because Matt can't make grips. So no grips. He can just keep his feet on me and like he can also like frame on me, like push on me with his hands, but he can't like grab me and take my grips off and I have no pant grips or anything. It's just no-gi grips. So I'm just trying to like, yeah.
No,
But really
I was
good.
gonna say that looks fucking hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So
No, I'm sure it is.
yeah, we found it's very useful in this one to be tricky. So like pushing one way to get him to like push back, like that kind of stuff works really well. Otherwise, it's like actually starts to get really hard to like do that. And it's like the other thing we found out is if like you can catch the knees at all, like the knees is like the super move here. If you can get a hold of a knee and like it like pull on the knee, it's like a lot easier to accomplish stuff. So
Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is only gonna help like what we've already been like progressing.
yeah, that's why we started doing this because we realized with that outside passing game we kept like talking about these concepts, and then we were like, how would we actually build those concepts without so much variability?
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
That's a raving review.
That's awesome. I don't know what else you want.
That's for me to clip later out of the video.
For every exercise, the same exact. That's awesome.
It'll be in the instructional. Okay. All right. Do you guys just want to do that, and then we can go over like the next ones? Okay. Cool. Okay.
Dude, you made that your intro. You just have like this intro, and then you just clip. That's awesome, and put it at the end.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
So are we just gonna go like 2 minutes and then switch top and bottom and then switch partners? Or?
I think actually, if you get the foot, go ahead and like switch right away.
Oh.
That way you can like see what
Yeah.
the other person is doing
Okay.
and start trying to
We'll switch
cheat.
in the 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do, and then we can switch partners too. So we'll.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
We get to a minute. You haven't
Okay.
switched yet.
That is very likely to be the scenario. No.
Gravity.
What?
You can push on your partner. Like,
Oh yeah, you can turn. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get something behind the knee,
Yeah.
that's very strong.
Yeah. That was like.
Almost done. And very.
Oh shit. Alright, you said go. Sorry. It's okay.
Yeah, I remember something the other day that was helpful.
Wait, double one.
Oh, that's perfect. I like how you just like go immediately to a little Pokeball.
You do the same. Don't start here.
You know.
No.
No. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel the end coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you see that block though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured out a little cheat code. She was like trying to get my leg and foot to the ground, and I just go.
Oh, but your knee's on the ground.
It's not.
No, he's framing. He's plugging his own knee.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I've been trying to do. But I couldn't get on my shoulder.
What I remember from when Josh and I were playing this the other day was if the attacking player has any more than 1 foot under control, you're fucked.
Oh.
So anytime Hugo grabbed both of my feet, I was like very, very urgently getting rid of one of those by pummeling a leg.
Yeah.
And that seemed to keep me alive a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The second is, as Josh mentioned, the knee. If somebody gets a hold of your knee, that's trouble.
Yeah.
And so you have to like work really hard to
Yeah.
disengage.
I overcompensated. And he actually took my foot in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Yeah, I like tucked in too much and then he just like roly-poly me
Yeah.
over. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. That's a good observation.
Yeah, you're doing good at like with me, you kept like switching between legs and like you were moving a lot,
Yeah.
like on top, which was like, and then you would surprise me by like going one way and then suddenly like you're going this way and then all of a sudden this leg's on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, so like that side to side movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, what did you think about it?
What do you think about it? It's early in the morning, man. No, it's good. It's good. It's that type of game where it's nice to switch quickly because like you iterate so fast, like you're alive 20 seconds at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like you can feel the end coming. Like when you start getting an angle on you, he has 2 grips. You have to like break one or like you're almost on the floor on one side.
I think the fact that we can't use our hands
Yeah.
makes it exponentially harder.
Yeah, and I think it like highlights the importance of like not letting
Yeah.
people grab both your feet.
Yeah.
Right. No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I felt Hugo get two feet, it's like, fuck.
Mm.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Cool. Shall we move to another game, or you guys want to do this one again?
Can move on, I think.
Double pan? Yeah.
Instead of double pant, can we do the variation? Like I would think it's a variation. So anybody, Uke, Matthew, okay. So usually in this one we're getting the double pants and trying to keep his feet off of us and simply like move to angles. And once we like achieve an angle, then we'll keep going. We're trying to stay as close as possible while keeping the feet off, right? So it's like this balance, and he's trying to keep his feet on me however he can. We're gonna do the same game though, but with 1 pant and 1 collar. And you can choose either side, but just like opposite pant, opposite collar. And you just try to keep your feet on me, Matt. And I have to move in ways to keep them off of me.
He can't strip grips, I'm guessing.
So he's not going to be stripping those grips off. Yeah, he could just frame on me and just try to keep your feet on. And that's it. So it's a similar thing, just
hybrid.
finding, yeah.
So you're not, so like you said, you're not necessarily getting chest to chest. You're
Correct.
just, it's more like a continuous game.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So one person will go and just like, just trying to find ways to like move around side to side basically and like get to the side of him.
Cool.
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 All right.
All right, where do you want the
Matthew?
mic, Josh?
You can just throw it over there. I was kind of bored. I couldn't step over like that, but it sounds really good.
Can we switch our pant and
Yeah. Yeah, we just stay on the opposite sides. Like,
okay.
he wants to learn knowledge here. Yeah. Yeah. Good life, man. Yeah. I think you noticed.
Yeah. It took me a minute and a half, but
Yeah. You noticed.
started to figure it out.
Yeah.
Wait, was the goal the same as the first one?
Just to cut angles, not necessarily. You didn't have to put the other person's foot down.
Yeah, that's not a win. Yeah, there's no win. Before we switch partners, anybody notice anything? I know you noticed something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It took me a minute and a half to figure it out, but I noticed once I could pin one of Josh's limbs to the ground, it made getting around the other one really easy. Not really easy, but easier.
Pinning one leg to the ground.
Yeah. And it didn't matter which one it was. Could be the one that I had the collar grip, if I could like pin it with my elbow, or it could be the one that I had the pant grip, pin it with my fist. But as long as I was able to like get him to face one side and stay facing that side, then I could start to solve the problem of getting around the other leg to the other side.
So put them on the
So
side.
that was what was helpful for me in realizing.
So I was able actually to do that, but I didn't know what I could and couldn't do within the constraints of the game to like maybe solve the problem. Because I think you were really good at framing with your top leg when I cut an angle, and so then I was like, Well, I cut the angle, but now within the constraints of the game, do I dress the top leg, or do I?
You can if you want. Just like really all you want to think about as the top player. It's like for you to figure out how to get into like an advantageous angle on the side of your partner, and you stop when you feel like you've done that, basically.
Okay.
So it's like maybe you cut the angle and you're like, okay, I want to experiment real quick with how do I like not have this leg on me. So like try that out if you want. But we also want to like iterate. So like keep
Yeah.
moving. So it's like whatever you feel like you want to get out of that part, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, because I think you probably felt it, but I was like stuck there, and I was like, okay, well, what do I do now?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
either try to solve it by staying there, or you can be like, I don't like this, and if I do this in a real role, I'm just gonna be stuck here. So let me try to switch sides. So you might start faking stuff then, like get him to go to one side, keep the leg pinned, like
Okay,
So just like the freedom to sort of
Got it.
explore what you might want to do.
because also I was like, well, if I have one hand on the top leg pant, then how do I frame the bottom leg without taking my collar grip away?
yeah,
And then
and
I was
that's-
like, I have to use my foot now, but I didn't know if that was cheating.
I guess we could do that. Yeah, his feet aren't on you, so I guess we could use our feet. I didn't really think about that either, but I guess if you want to step on somebody's leg,
perfect.
no, from top, step on somebody's leg.
It was
Yeah.
like if you step on the bottom leg and then you, let's say, like straighten out and then shove it to the leg drag.
Sure, yeah, we're just trying to keep the pant and collar grip, but you can do anything else besides like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
just keep the feet off you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Did you have anything, Hugo?
I'm not sure. I think I need one more pass to
Okay.
refine my opinion a little bit. It feels like if I have a lasso on one side,
Yeah, that's what I was doing to Matt too. I was lassoing you, and you were trying to lasso me, and I would take your lasso
But
off. But continue.
even
Sorry.
shallow, like
Yeah.
maybe you're on the angle, but you don't have anything going, really.
Yeah, yeah,
So not all angles are like the same, right?
yeah. Not all
But yeah,
angles are
no, let's do one more and
created equal. Yeah,
I want to play with it.
cool. No, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, not all angles are created equal. Yeah.
You have a lasso on me, yeah, great. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like to the side.
though. Yeah,
you're still
but-
there. Yeah, you can feel that from top.
all right, I'm gonna get swift if anything, Were you top or bottom?
I was. Oh,
He was bottom.
I just
That's
switched
fine.
bottom. So I'll go top.
Okay.
Wait, were you?
Okay, we're gonna do 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
We're gonna switch.
Yeah, we're gonna switch again roles anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna switch.
Oh, we did 2 and 2.
No, me and you will switch.
Oh,
We'll do-
yeah.
Okay.
Not keep switching, but
But like after 2 minutes.
Man, that collar grip. You're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anybody thoughts? Thoughts?
Um, that's a good game.
You like it?
Yeah, no, it's good. You guys know, I'm sure you know Lucas Lepri.
Yeah.
No, he passed a lot from here. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not collar pen, but it's like belt pen, so close enough.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. It feels like. Sometimes I felt like my grips were more for liability than, you know.
Yeah. Like at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, a few times that. So this is a good point we can talk about because like there was times like when you would have the lasso on bottom, where I would like let go of the collar to
and, like,
reestablish the
loop it
collar.
around.
So I think that's probably fine.
For sure.
But we did run into the scenario where you were like, you got all the way to the side, and then you realized the same thing I realized
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Passing
I'm
like
like-
this is like, at a certain point, you cut the angle so much
Right.
that like, if you want to show it on me real quick, like you cut the angle so much to one side. Actually, the other side, I think, yeah. That like, in order to pass now, you have to let go of something,
I want
right?
to go on that side. Otherwise, I had to come back here.
Yeah.
The same thing. Like,
Yeah.
I felt the same thing. Like the collar grip starts to become a liability for the passer if you hang on to it too long.
Depends on which side you're going
Right.
to.
Yeah. It depends on which side you're going, but like
Yeah.
that I'm confirming. I also felt that like I would get to a corner, and in my head I was like, okay, well, like if I let go of the collar, I can like secure the pass.
Yeah.
But if I keep the collar, like we're just kind of stuck here.
Yeah.
And so it's not a positive or negative, just something that I noticed.
That's like good that this game highlights that actually, I think.
Yeah.
Because we could actually build like a next progression where we have a pant and a collar and like start on either side. And then the goal would be to like now get past the knees to chest. So it's like, how do you unstuck yourself?
Yeah.
Because actually during the reason that I brought up this game was because of open mat last night. Because I would get to that same exact position. We'd turn the corner just like Hugo was. And then you're stuck there and you have to make a choice of like, what do I let go of to get past this knee, right? So it's like,
Yep.
I felt like I had to let go of the collar to even get past the knee. Yeah, so like I almost felt myself wanting to go into the double pant grip game where I wouldn't even have a collar because your guard retention's so amazing. Because I was like, I can't get past Matt's knees. Like, I can't do this really. Or it felt like I can't do this without letting go of the collar and having two hands on both of his pants.
yeah, I think it's, yeah. I was gonna say getting out of that comfort zone too, because like because I think part of this is like once you like have anchored yourself to the upper body, part of it involves like, because that's a pretty like good grip to have if you have like that like collar, and then it's like, okay, now that I have these things, how do I not move backwards? You know.
So I guess that's another question. Does this game allow you to switch from outside to inside passing, or are we staying strictly on the outside?
Right now, it's all about keeping the feet off, right? So
Oh,
it's
okay.
like ideally staying around the outside. Yeah.
Okay.
For this one, I mean, we could always change that if we want to.
What's the goal of the game? Like, no, I mean,
The goal of
Yeah.
this one,
yeah.
I think really like once you have like two grips like that, just figuring out how to get to the side of your partner to keeping their feet off of you in that configuration and getting around to the side. Because then there's a next step after that, right?
So, like, the point of the game is to go from that position to, like, almost side control, basically? Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily side control, like figure out how to no longer be in front of them with where their feet are dangerous. So you were doing that very well, right? Like you figured out very quickly. Yeah, I'm sure you probably like even passed like this already, but you figured out very quickly once you got rid of my lasso, stapled a leg, and got my feet like pointed away from you on top. Like this is I think a very advantageous thing.
For you, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you were getting here a lot, right? And I think that's the idea of the game, is to reinforce those patterns. If I can like keep the feet off me and like away from me and be on the side, so that might even be here, right? But now your foot's so like maybe something like this, or if your foot's not on me or whatever, like being able to get to those positions
The point of the game was to deal with the lasso.
to deal with the lasso.
Yeah, because that's
What do you mean?
common. Like, if you pass, I mean, you know, that's just my feeling as a blue belt, right? So,
Well, I'm
like, if you pass, yeah, whatever side, that side, if I can come here,
yeah.
as long as I have this, I'm fine. You know, I'm not in an immediate danger of getting past.
Yeah.
So I know you need to address that. And to
Yeah.
me, that was the main point of the game, as I played with it.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, that's like one thing. If somebody has a lasso, then yeah, you have to address it in order to achieve the ultimate goal of getting to the
Right,
side,
but-
right?
Like, to me, the way I felt it, it was like 90% of the game.
Yeah, I think
That may be
It may-
the
like-
passing style of the person on top.
Yeah.
It just depends
Yeah.
on kind of what it is they're doing. Because I didn't. Jordan lassoed me a bunch at the beginning, and then I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah.
And I just changed my tactic, so she couldn't do that anymore. And then the game changed, right? Like,
yeah.
Uh,
I think one of the main points is like they were saying is to get the feet off of you. And one way for the person on bottom to keep their feet on you is lasso.
That
Not
yeah, that's
saying
that.
not saying like that's the main point of this game. It's just one outcome of
Yeah.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess from my perspective, it's like this particular feat, like the high leg, is like the queen on the chessboard. You know, it's like the strongest defense for the guy on bottom. At least for me, the way I feel it. But like a landslide, and then the other foot is just sometimes I let you pin it, and like I recover it, like I grab it and put it back in between us. But as long as I have this top leg, it felt like, you know, my guard was relatively there.
Yeah, that's it. It's good. I think that's like good task focus probably for like the person on bottom, because that's like one very strong way to keep the feet on them, right? And also prevent, you're accomplishing two things. Not only are you keeping your feet on them, but it's really powerful at preventing them from like
Right,
going
right.
the sides, right?
No, it's like such a strong hook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think also like you're especially good on bottom with the lasso.
Yeah. I mean,
So like yeah. It's just to point that out too. Like you're very strong with the lasso too, so I think it comes like naturally to you also.
like I unraveled it and I tried to go to like outside people, like K-guard type of thing.
Yeah.
And it felt a lot more dicey, you know.
Yeah, without the lasso.
Yeah, without the lasso, we're just like trying to clamp you and like keep you in front of me. It felt a lot more dicey.
Yeah.
Because you have one leg pinned. You can't get one leg pinned, not too hard. So yeah, any type of like hit like not directly on you on the lasso, like. But yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one more.
No, that makes sense.
This off. It's bothering me.
What happened?
It's just the.
Can I
Like the
peel
little-
this off?
You can if you really want to
It's
do it.
really
You look like you
bother-
really want to do it.
Oh, it's so satisfactory. Oh shit, it's recording. How do I? Okay,
Just
it
press the-
stopped
yeah,
recording.
That's the internal recording. Do you want to peel this one off too?
Yeah, please. Oh, thank God. They were really bothering me. Thank you.
So many good sound bites. Just
It's really bothering me.
yeah. This is awesome. Matt's guard is so good.
That's amazing. Now you just need to
Sounds
clip
good.
them together.
This is really bothering me.
Oh, I'm gonna use that as like commentary for like rounds.
That was awesome.
All right, what do you? I'm double fist in the. What do y'all want to do? Oh, wait, I'm gonna cut that out. All right.
So, are you doing double head? What are we continuing with the progression, or are
We can do double pant grip. I was suggesting we'd had that collar pant grip game in lieu of the double pant grip. So then next we can go to like the outside passing with no grips
Yeah.
if you guys wanted to. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think this actually might have been the one where we added the condition of if the bottom player can wrap the leg.
Yeah.
I think it was the
The last
outside
one.
passing one.
The nogi passing.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know.
But you weren't here. No. I think can you explain it?
So the point of the game was sometimes when Josh, yeah, exactly, throws a strong Toriando, like here I could either try to like recover my feet, but sometimes like he's a little careless and he exposes his legs a little bit, and that's very strong to like bring my feet in and recover some type of like a strong guard. So even though he was in a strong position, if he lets me underhook this, then I can pull myself in. Well, if I don't reap, of course, and then like get into a good card. And I felt like this motion of like, I acknowledge that this is here, and especially because he's leaning forward most of the time, so he's pushing my legs back. But it can be hard to like bring myself in, like like this. But if I can get this, then it's much more easy to like pull myself in. And acknowledging that, like capturing a leg like this, felt important to my guard retention. So I'm trying to like find a game that emphasize acknowledging that you can capture that and go to a good guard.
That's,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a very that's a very I feel like that's a very niche scenario, because I feel like when someone tries to go around my head, their feet are hardly close to my head actually. Or when someone's trying to cut the angle, I actually feel like maybe it's just me, but I actually feel like it's very hard to reach for the leg.
I think it just
Depends, yeah.
I think it just depends on
Yeah.
the passer, and then
Yeah.
I don't think the game changes all that much, except for now there's one extra opportunity for the person on bottom to
To win.
win.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
think
It was more like an add-on
grip, like.
rather than a game itself.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but we need to like more clearly define the win condition. I think
Yeah,
for the
no.
bottom player, that's where we were stuck. I think because like you were the way you were showing it was to like wrap the leg in order to maybe get the feet back
Yeah.
in front. But if we want to make it a win condition, we have to have like a proper endpoint. I think.
Because like the nogi passing is just framing, right?
Yeah,
And like the win condition was what?
chest to chest or chest to
Chest to
back.
chest.
Yeah, And then the bottom player was just trying to like prevent that, but now we're giving the bottom player a win condition of doing something by grabbing that leg. I'm wondering if it's actually just like being able to wrap the leg so you start to move, and if I can have control of like one of your legs, however that looks, maybe that could be like the win. Like it could look any way, but as long as I have like control of one of your legs with all of my body, then maybe that's like, because you could use that to recompose guard, but like we need to have like you win like.
Guy, no, not really, right? Like the win condition is only for the top guy, right?
Well, but we're changing that.
If we're gonna add,
yeah.
Like
if we're gonna add the underhook.
No, we're now giving a win condition for the bottom player also.
Yeah, but do we need to, or can we just like,
Well, I think
like if you sweep me?
Well, but we could have done that before. Like
Yeah.
you could wrap the leg and put the feet in front of them
Okay.
before in the same game and like recompose guard if we wanted to.
Okay.
so now, because I guess before, like, we could only frame with our hands and we could like hook with our feet, but now but we weren't really engaging in a guard. We were just doing preventative measures to get our guard passed. The only real guard that we were playing was just open guard, and that's like minimal attachment. But now we're adding like more attachments. So
Yeah.
I don't know so that's what's complicating the game now is like if the bottom person gets an attachment, do you just let go and restart? Or is that like a win condition for the bottom person? Because there wasn't really any win condition for the bottom person to begin with.
This is actually a really good point because like I think wrapping the leg is one of the conditions. Okay, so here's what I think. So the original intent of the game before we started thinking about scooping the leg, the original intent was to figure out how to allow the top person to keep the feet off them so that they could pass around to the outside.
Right.
And we were saying top person tried to avoid like splitting the legs or going in between the legs, don't go into their guard and thus keep the feet off you.
Yeah.
But there was no incentive for the bottom player necessarily to try to make that happen, to trap them
Yeah.
in a guard.
Yeah.
Hence, like now we're just getting behaviors for the person on bottom of simply like staying like this and trying to avoid
Yeah.
the pass, which is a good skill. But to your point about like the attachments, maybe it could be any attachment actually, not just the scooping of the leg, but if the bottom player can grab a hold of the top player and hold them, like keep them from moving for like,
Then you're gonna shoot close guard the entire time, no? Like,
maybe we could see if that happens. Yeah. And like the whole point would be for the top player to avoid getting like stuck, right, in any sort of guarded situation.
So now that's like a huge variable now for the person on bottom, because now they can actually engage in a guard whatever they want.
I guess so. Yeah.
So this is simulating more of a live roll now.
it's getting closer for sure.
Yeah, we're just stopping at a guard though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let's try this.
You wanna try it?
We have to try.
okay.
Because last time we just did, I think on bottom. Last time it was just like X guard basically.
It was like on bottom.
Eggs or single leg eggs?
You said scoop the leg and then put both of your
Yeah.
feet on their body. That was like the win condition.
Yeah.
last time,
Okay.
Which is like a very specific
Mm.
thing. Which I feel like that might still be useful because then it started like things were emerging for you, like going into
false read.
like false read and that kind of stuff. But do you guys want to try this one first? Which is
Yeah, let's try.
try
I
it.
think we have to give it a shot.
Sure. Oh shit.
I didn't commit to it. I was halfway between Jordan and Rowan.
And give me,
Yeah.
and then I will pass
Yeah,
it to Josh.
I didn't commit to it. That's right.
a little bit longer on this one.
Yeah. Switch on win.
Switch on win, yeah. So guard or chest to chest, chest to back.
It's no geek grip, right?
Yeah.
Eagers, and the person on bottom cannot make eagers.
Yeah, no key grips for anybody. Just try to like wrap your legs around any part of his body. Keep your feet in front of him.
Yeah.
Alright. This is weird. Let's see.
You know, it's a soundbite.
Oh, shit. Okay. I guess it's kind of a guy.
Yeah. I think it's going on section. You want to switch? God damn it. Yes. Trying all the time. It's fine. No, you don't. Okay. We're good. We're blue with here.
I guess this is the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not very well. Ah. I can't. Good job.
Face okay?
Yeah. Like, oh, don't jump. Don't jump. I know you're at the jump. Like the block.
At a gym, I just pick things up and put things down all day. So
Yeah.
you're not the first person to make eye contact. Feels like a bomb. My wife told me a bag of rocks.
That's amazing. Weak, one might say. That's a good one.
Me and you know, like sometimes I'm guilty of that too, but I just want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I start passing and they let me like get something like this, you know.
Oh, this is
And- and
huge,
this-
trouble.
They start defending. You
I
know?
hate
But,
this.
Like, why did you let me get that? You know.
Right. Yeah, if you get that far,
Right. Like
it's really hard to
But like
go back from that.
yeah, and like your legs are really far apart, which is annoying because I want to knee cut through, but I'm like. Like yeah, you don't like you point. Your knees are really far apart. First observation. And second observation, like actually three observations. Second, like when you feel like I'm starting to advance, you like break grips. You acknowledge them easy,
Yeah.
and you only fight like winning battles. You know, you don't wait to be like.
Right, yeah.
This one's a little
I try not to.
gross of an example, but
I try not to. I mean, it happens still. There are people who like,
oh sure. And I mean, sometimes you kind of try, right? But
yeah.
you're like, let me go here, see how they pass. But
I was almost like baiting you into trying to get the K
Yeah.
guard because I was able to like pin the other leg. I was
Yeah,
like
no, I
hoping
saw.
that you would go over, and I was like, all right, now I got like hip and leg, and that's when I started to circle.
I like backed out on the last one. Oh, hi.
There's a guy in the chat. Let me chat him out real quick.
Oh, okay.
So he said in the chat that watching this helped him conjure up a game idea progression. So thanks for watching. Glad it helped. Yay. And then Stella said good grappling. She's in the chat too.
Hi, Stella. Yeah, I was telling Josh that as the person on top, I wasn't prepared for the person on bottom to just pull guard immediately. And you're almost giving incentive for the person on bottom to pull guard or grab a guard immediately.
I think that's the idea too.
Yeah. And then, but here's the thing. Also, when I was playing bottom, I realized I was reaching for a guard and that opened me up for a pass.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, I think for the person on bottom, it's same protocol as normal. Like
Your spot.
pick your spots, but then when the guard opens itself up or the opportunity opens itself up, that's when you have to go for it. You can't just like reach for it necessarily. But that's not to say that you should try to establish a guard as soon as possible. Yeah. That's just
Makes sense.
yeah, I feel like it's always like somewhere in the happy middle.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is never only one thing or only the other thing. It's like always some kind of happy middle.
Evolving.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
I want to know what you guys thought about the win condition. So like what ended up happening, that like the main thing that I ended up doing was just like as soon as possible try to wrap both my legs around Jordan in any way. So that was either a closed guard or like sometimes even like a triangle. So just like wrap my legs around her ASAP to control her to get her from stop moving. But then there was one time where I pulled chest to chest half guard from bottom. Like that's not good for me. But like
What a mouth.
yeah.
That's my stretch.
Yeah. But I pulled chest to chest half guard, which like it stopped her from moving. But that's kind of a like, so I feel like how are we defining what the win then is for, like, do we want to keep that as a win for now? As long as we can like wrap our legs around one part of the body and hold them still.
I don't know the answer. We did not find ourselves in that position at all.
No. Do you want that mic over there?
Hugo and I did not find ourselves in that predicament.
Because y'all weren't pulling chest to chest.
No,
half
we were
guard.
not pulling chest to chest half guard. What's that? You know, the
Fucking
monkey
losers.
puppet meme. You know, where he's like. Uh, I felt that I don't know, the guards that got pulled were like De La Hiva,
Yeah.
K,
Without sleeve grips.
without sleeve grips. Yeah, just like wrap everything or underhook.
Okay, so y'all were doing other stuff.
There was other stuff that
Okay,
was
so
that
I
was
guess-
appearing.
So I guess just different things are happening.
Yeah.
Maybe let's say like wrap your hold on to them and keep them from moving for a period of time, but without any chest to chest
Without any
contact.
chest-to-chest contact, yeah.
Let's say that maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that could be like.
Yeah. That's a easy.
Cool mouth to side control. He's not gonna move.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the top person won. Technically, they got
Yeah,
chest
no,
to chest,
right.
right? Yeah, yeah.
So okay, yeah, I
Okay.
think we add that little nuance.
Okay.
Just no chest to chest.
Oh man.
If the bottom player is gonna win, there cannot be chest to chest.
Yeah. The game continues.
Yeah.
From there, if there's like a.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a live roll after that. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's like starting to be so.
A little wide open. So there's nothing wrong with that. Just like as long as we're clear about what the intention is, like, I think
Yeah.
it's.
Yeah.
Can
There's something wrong with it, but.
a game be a live roll?
Yeah. That's just like the most unconstrained.
The most unconstrained game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're calling them games because we're setting like unnatural or not unnatural, but like
More
places of
intentional.
winning that don't actually that are way less than the real life.
trying to
but
direct
it's a
and-
continuum.
Direct intention in order to elicit very specific skills.
Science.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Hockey, bro.
yeah. Hockey. Yeah, it opens up, right? We'll do these games, and then like the next like more variable thing would be like positional sparring, where it's
Yeah.
like first to score or something, and then the next thing is like
Right.
all
Which in and of
efficiency.
itself
It's like-
is a small game, right? Like
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
the constraint is different. It's more like points based or
Yeah,
even
more
time
points.
based, right? We
Yeah.
talked about adding time as a variable.
Yeah.
And saying, okay, like first to score in a minute, right? Now there are even more or different variables to account for,
Yeah. Okay.
where like the actual action between the two people is more wide open, but the external factors are more constrained, I guess.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm using proper eco terms. I'm so sorry. Anybody on
I
the
don't
eco
know.
Discord, forgive me.
Our whole conversation is wrong.
Yeah, what if we're just making
All
stuff
the
up?
wrong words.
I'm so sorry.
We should try some differential learning too at one point. Like,
Now that
Oh.
just sounds like math.
One hand.
yeah,
Some Henry Gracie versus U.S. Army shit.
yeah,
Has everybody seen that? Or?
yeah. It's classic.
Henry Gracie tucks one hand into his belt, triangles like 10 U.S. Army members like in a row,
Yeah, so
some shit like that.
Yeah,
He's just flexing.
yeah. He's showing off like I think he was there because they were trying to recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was showing off because they implemented Gracie
Gracie
combatives.
combatives, yeah.
Like I took Gracie combatives in the army.
Oh.
It was dog shit. Sorry, Henry.
I guess none of them have applied or have been applicable.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's Henner's fault. They just like literally had like a field manual of
Mm-hmm.
like this is how you do jujitsu.
Right. Yeah. So what happens when it gets so far away from like the central source of information?
Yeah.
It just like
yeah.
becomes watered down. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is next? What do you want to do? You said crab ride, Jordan.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Can we do crab ride and then I have an idea?
Ooh.
Ooh, idea!
Uh oh.
Well, I wanna.
Sparkles.
One of my. That's another soundbite. I have an idea. Well, one of my favorite places to end up as the attacker is the
Leg drag?
no. Well, that
Oh.
is one of my favorite places, but is the twister hook. But
The fuck is that?
it's very difficult. It's difficult to get if you don't have like the exact right angles.
Wait, sorry. What is a twister hook?
You know what the twister hook is.
What is it?
Lay on your back.
Oh, lay on my back.
Hips up.
Oh, okay. Oh.
twister hook.
Oh.
And I most often find myself in this position from the bolo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do this a lot to me.
I like find myself here and then trying to get this configuration is pretty much a surefire. You're going to take the back if you get here. It's getting there that's the tough part because people will be like fighting. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the. So my thought is trying to build a game centered around just getting the twister hook.
Ooh. Oh,
We could
kids would
try
love
that,
this
but, like-
game.
Is it too?
That's a very constrained game, I feel like, right?
It almost just seems like we're learning to do a how. Because, like, what's your
Mm-mm.
goal of getting the twister hook?
I mean, I want control of that leg.
Well, what's your like ultimate goal?
Take
sorta?
the back.
Right. And you can do that by having this twister hook.
Yeah,
Are there other ways to do it without doing the twister hook?
there are, but they're less secure. If I get the twister hook, I'm taking the back. I've never got the twister hook and then not got the back.
back. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, I'm sure there's ways out of it, but it's so fucking difficult. I don't know. That's where my head is at, but I don't know if that's worth exploring.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But like, let's try it because maybe I have the wrong picture of it because it could be just like that's just like a very specific method of controlling somebody's body. So like that could also just be like similar thing as like we say like chest to chest is a win thing. Like that's just a way to control somebody. Maybe this is a way to control somebody. Yeah, we try it. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
All right.
Fuck it.
But crab ride first, and crab ride is
Yeah.
like is a good natural progression into.
Yeah. And actually, I think we determined too when because like we're calling this game Crab Ride, but really this is just back control with no hooks with just very specific grips, either a belt grip or a pad grip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as not to anger the eco gods.
Well, so as to also
Just kidding.
also
I'm
not
kidding.
not only anger
I'm kidding.
the eco gods, but also because I think that like clarifies what we're actually trying to do. Because then it tells us that we don't have to keep because we call those hooks on the back of the knees crab hooks
yeah.
or whatever, but we don't have to be doing that. We
Right,
can
right, right.
switch to all kinds of whatever stuff.
Right. Okay.
Should we start with just keeping them between our like stay behind them
knees.
first, and then
Yeah.
we can do like that progression that we did because we did a whole progression.
Please.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we can do the twisty hook.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this one.
Yeah. Does everybody know the rules? Do we need to go over them?
Aw.
Just maintain the back right.
Maintain. Yeah. There's no win condition for the attacking player. Only for the defending player. Defending player has to.
Yeah. And mount is not a win condition. Mount
Not
is
yet.
hit.
Not yet. Yeah. We'll have that later. But yeah, the defending player just has to get their feet in between the attacking player and face them.
You were telling me about something. 'Cause, one of the things you can do is like plank really hard.
Yeah.
And you were,
That's what you was doing last time.
you were saying something about like switching your hooks. Like you go and planking. And you were saying you remember?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah, you can
start using this
you
one.
can start using the top leg to.
Can you show it? Like remember you talked about that last time.
Gosh, for doing that, I think. And like, go here. I'm still in between my knees.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Always
you're
doing
pinching his crotch.
Pretty much.
Yeah. A little scissor. He's just trying to.
I'm trying to keep him between my knees.
Let me get a picture. Exactly what Matt said. Yeah, he's trying to keep me between his knees. We were starting with the crab hooks, and that's why I was saying it's important to differentiate this is not the crab ride game, but stay behind the person game with specific grips. Because Matt can switch from this to like using one leg, but stay behind my body. Alright, and no matter what, if he can keep me between both of his knees, keep my hands
Yeah, I
between
know.
his knees in any way.
Oh, that was what I was referring to.
Yeah.
This is like one common way that I will use adjust because if they go on their side, like, it's really hard to keep the
Right.
in between the knees.
Yeah.
Just playing like crazy.
Okay.
Playing cards.
Okay, yeah, just put your head right in your spine. It's fucking dry.
It works.
As hard as you can.
It worked.
Did you crack your back?
Did he crack my back?
Yeah.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I
Oh.
didn't hear or feel it. But
Oh, okay.
I was pressing pretty hard.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. It looked like it.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Are we switching or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Switching stuff.
If I pull your pants down. Okay, ready? Go.
Ready? Yes, go.
Okay, ready? Okay.
32 seconds.
Too long. Okay, ready? Go.
Yep. What the fuck?
Okay, bye. Okay, go.
It's a cake doc.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Fuck.
What if I? Okay,
You said.
I will.
Alright, ready?
I will ask this later. Okay. Okay, sorry. Go.
Yeah. Eventually.
Go.
Yep. I wanted to jump off the
I know.
Yeah. Alright. Let's switch people.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. Oh, what?
You first.
Sorry. Why did I tie my hair while I'm standing up? Yeah, like I think I was too busy trying to like feel my cheese crotch, and then I lost sight of what I was doing.
Alright, too late, not my turn.
Is that another soundbite?
Yeah, there's something you need to know. That's good.
Now what you do is.
We're just too chaotic for our own good.
Yeah, like, you put it on there. I think show it, right? Yeah, I don't have it. Oh. Alright, let's read.
Are you okay? Oh no.
It's not cool. One game. Hands back though. It's like 3 fingers. And some 4 fingers and the sound pipe.
Oh.
You're letting go of my pants right now.
Such a weird thing to say.
That should be another bit. Just like jiu-jitsu things set out of context.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, this also works.
I can't let go of this one. One more. Yeah.
Oh wait, I have to put on mine.
Okay. One yet.
But dude, you go next level playing. You wait till you hit the ground and start playing. Start playing right when I said go. It's funky.
I think adding in the next win condition is what prevents that.
Yeah.
Is well, now you add the next version of this. You add the mount as a possible win condition to stop the defending player from doing that.
You can cheese it, you know, like-
Once everybody figures out that that's, you just have to like straighten
Yeah.
yourself out, then it becomes. I think there's value in teaching the attacking player how to control and how to be comfortable upside down and pummeling with the legs. And there's a lot of like other skills that are valuable, but the ability of the defending player to just like plank to get out of it is borderline
Oh, it's too strong.
disrespectful.
Yeah. So what I'm actually noticing with some of these games, because like you can sort of game the game, and like, or we start to realize that like one of the people can like do things that like would lead to some other like bad thing happening, like in this case somebody planking or whatever. And I forget what game we were talking about just a second ago. Oh, like the concept of the game itself will elucidate where a specific position starts to break down,
Yeah.
or like what will break down. Well,
SAT word.
I did good on my SATs. Where like the position starts to break down, or how you can break down the position. Well, like, and then we have to do a next progression though, because like it highlights what that breaking point is. But then as we like progress into this next one, it's gonna be like, now if you do that thing, now there's another way for the
Right.
person to win now, right? So
Right.
like even if the game is like making weird things happen, it still tells you what like fucks up that position.
Correct.
You know.
Correct. Yeah.
I went from SAT to hood shit. I just said what fucks up the position instead of elucidate. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the next progression?
Broad range of vocabulary. The next progression would be to add the mount as a win condition, no?
Yeah. So we said we could also, so attacking player can have any grips on the back. So
And can change them.
yeah,
Also, like, you can
Yeah.
grab the collar.
go to your back. Yeah. So we start with either a pant or a belt grip. And then my goal is to stay behind Matt, and he can use his hands too now to like get my feet off him and everything.
Oh.
I can change grips if I want to, and my only job now actually is is to get to mount. That's the only way that I can win is if I mount him.
Oh.
Yeah, so like not if I get his back. Like this is not a win yet. Just mount.
So back is not a hit.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Just mount.
I'm honestly still having trouble leg pummeling, but we'll
Yeah,
see
same.
if this works.
You will find, I think, that adding the hands as defense makes it way easier for the person on bottom. I'm not saying it makes it easier, as in you're not going to get mounted because you have the hands, but it will help you in getting
I'm
yourself
talking
away.
about maintaining grab.
I see.
Yeah,
You're talking
I'm-
about from the attacking position.
Yeah, I am
My
as
apologies. I
the
misunderstood.
no, I completely agree with you. Like having your hands as the defending player will make it easier. But me personally, not having incorporated this into my arsenal of my toolbox yet, like I don't know how the leg pummel yet.
I see.
Yeah.
Like when we play the K guard game, I feel like this game helps me more visualize what I'm trying to do. So that was a great aspect, but I'm still like piecing it together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is hard if you don't add the mount condition. I think you'll see like
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe like adding the mount condition will help me figure out how to leg pummel better.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and also again, it's not like about the crab hook specifically. That's why
Yeah.
we changed it from like crab right, because we realized it's actually just about keeping them between your knees is really the whole
Yeah.
Right.
thing. Yeah, and like
Okay.
leg pummel helps with that.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Right now, all right, Jordy.
I get shit on you.
That's actually really endearing nickname.
Hold on.
Well, I gotta say, you know, good 3 points. What's your weight?
Jordy.
I think I see a lot of people play crab ride.
No, they don't.
Well, 85, you know. That's good, man.
Yeah. Not a lot of middle heavies.
Right,
I know
right.
like I do.
I take pride in that.
I do.
pick shit up every day and put it down.
And then I roll upside down.
Oh, you are a girl, like, really? Throw them together.
Ready?
No. No, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
It's not a defense, Jordan.
Wait, oh my god. No, this is really scary for me. Okay, go.
I just keep going. Shit.
But behind that. Or not to mount.
So dark.
Ball.
This is like really unfamiliar territory for me now.
Yeah. That's what are you doing, kid?
That's good. I didn't know that was good. You pull my leg in position. Great. Yeah. Nice. Good job. Oh man, I'm playing this shit.
Yeah. Oh, win. No, that's win for me. Getting on top.
Is that actually pretty strong?
Yeah,
Here it's stronger than the Prince.
I think so.
The double unders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You push, pull.
Yeah, thought yeah, but
You just switched it right away?
I didn't even start with. First I started with the pants, and I was like, "Fuck this," and then I went straight to just double
Yeah.
unders, but
Are
real
you
low.
starting with the double
Started with
unders?
double unders. Yeah.
Oh, no. Is that what we're doing? We're starting with the knee grip? Oh, no.
I didn't
So I
know.
was starting with the double grip. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's probably wise to start with belt grip, belt or pant grip, because that's where you're most likely to
coming from, yeah.
come from. So I maybe cheated a little bit on the thing, but that's once I got this grip, I was like, oh, okay, like,
Yeah.
and then I like switched to a cross grip, and it's almost inevitable at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the thing. I found it very difficult to get them out from pants or belt.
Yeah.
Like, I knew both people could use their hands, but it was almost overwhelming. The difference between not using any hands versus like now using hands in any grip.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, it's like a big change.
I thought the jump from using no hands at all to now both people using hands and changing grips for the person attacking was almost, I don't want to say overwhelming, but it caught me off guard for sure. And so then after 2 iterations, I had to break down everything into tiny little tasks for myself.
Yeah.
And you're right. It almost makes sense to let go of the pants and go to some kind of back control grip, because if they can defend with your hands, then you almost have to control their hands.
Right.
Which is what I had found myself doing.
Yeah, getting my hands
Yeah.
controlled, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could have been a big variability jump, because the middle point between this and the previous game could be just now the person on back starts with a belt grip, but now they're just trying to maintain control by using any grips.
Yeah.
Right. And then after that, then the person can use their hands to get out, and then the next thing we add is a win condition of the mount. So we did just jump all the way to
Yeah.
Instead of 2.
yeah.
And I almost also had to unprogram my brain, because all the back games that we had played in the past, getting mount was not the goal.
Yeah.
So now I had to undo that, undo the urge to keep back, and then move to mount. And I don't want to say I forgot how to do it, but I forgot how to bait it.
I think
Almost.
I don't think it's necessarily that you have to unprogram those things. I think now you have the opportunity to threaten the mount to keep the back. And in
Okay.
defending the mount, you keep the back.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't want you here. They're gonna have to turn away.
Yeah.
So now you have the option to keep the back. And then in maintaining the back, they obviously don't want you on the back. Now that's the dilemma. Is
yeah.
threaten the mount to keep the back, keep the back in order to threaten the mount, and vice versa. So you need a mic.
I mean, probably you need a mic.
Okay.
The mic on you also,
Oh,
or do you just want to mic him also?
I have no idea.
I mean, just trying to
Hold it at him.
Yeah.
get a rough guideline. You know? I feel a little bit all over the place. Here we go. I just continue like side. And from here, if he planks,
If he planks,
If
mount.
he
a little bit.
planks,
That's where you go to mount.
Yeah.
And so then when do you switch it up? When do you go to the other side? What's his reaction that makes you feel like you go to the side?
So like you start to go to mount.
That's what
He's gonna like start to defend that. So, yeah. Now start to go to mount. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just like
So what are you doing in the second time?
all I'm
The
doing
plank
is
is-
like keeping you from. I start to like plank to get my back to the mat, and you start to come to mount. So I put my back on you so that you can go to mount. And like at the same time, I'm
You
trying
put
to
your
capture
back-
one of your
Back
legs.
on me?
Yeah.
Okay, it's taking too long.
No.
Go.
So I'm starting to like get out and push your leg, but you start threatening mount. I'm like, nope, fuck that, and now you have my back again. Right?
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right, Matt.
Now you have my back.
Oh, I see.
It's like going just like
Yeah.
because if I don't like capture your leg, because like for me to win, I need to have my feet in front of you and
Well,
my back. Right? So
They
if I
do. They
lose-
just teach it through.
If I lose one of those
Different lines.
battles, you still have some.
But I miss.
I never made
Yeah.
that connection. Well, actually, no,
It's
that's
like,
not true.
I go to
Jake
mount
told me about the
for-
connection. I just
for a minute and
didn't
find out. Then the second pass,
You might be
like when
an
I switch
experiential
sides,
learner.
it's not as clear to me.
I think
It's a little more chaotic.
You gotta, like,
you could do a few different things,
Absorb it.
Yeah.
and I'd have to switch.
Yeah, I just have to
Yeah.
be battered
Yeah.
a million times for me to learn it.
But I think the game really is like because when me and Matt were doing this like, well, what day was it? It was Wednesday. or
Monday.
whatever.
Yeah, Wednesday or Monday. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
I was like it was really hard for me to get to the mount. So like most of the time was spent just like starting to sneak up to the mount, and like Matt would do anything, and I'm like I don't want to lose this game, so I just go back and like hang onto his back as long as I can, right? And it can, yeah, it doesn't need to be like you want to be searching for mount. It's a win condition, but it's really also about the back. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think as we said, like in searching for those mount opportunities, control of the back opportunities will also present themselves.
Right. But it feels like mount, you go plank, you know. But then, like, when you switch sides, that's what I was telling Josh. Like, it feels a little more chaotic.
Mm.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
have like a good like, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're upside down with.
Feels like it, right?
You're upside down and you're like connected, then disconnected, then back to
Right,
connected.
right.
I understand that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a better like.
I think it's
general
just
model.
getting comfortable, being uncomfortable
For sure,
there,
for sure.
or being. I think there are some. So I was talking to Riedel about this the other day when he tried to jump on my arm, and there was a moment where like everything was very tight, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, and he was telling me after, he was like, if I stay tight, I can't explode onto the arm, like I can't jump to the arm. I have to relinquish some control in order to give myself the mobility to get where I need to go. Same thing here. I think you do need to. I'm not saying relinquish all control, but there is a level of control that you'll have if you are very tight, and then if they switch sides, you're gonna have to like move yourself away and be a little kind of out there before you re-engage.
We also don't need to be keeping bell grip. Like, did we play that game where we did back control with no hooks, but you could have any upper body?
We
I think
haven't.
we did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you two may have played it on your own.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really that game. We're just like starting with the belt grip here, but the whole game is like back control with no hooks in any way that you can, or if they give you the opportunity to
Yeah,
mount,
I
then you
felt
can
that game coming into play here.
to do whatever you can to stay behind them. It's really the
Yep.
okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. Yeah.
We have time for maybe one more.
Okay.
We have to start cleaning up.
You think?
No, I feel like we're gonna have to like talk through it a bunch, and I'd rather just play something and then clean up. I don't want to be like cleaning up while he's
Yeah.
showing up. So
What should we do?
Oh, there's a class after this.
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Saturdays,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So we're doing 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just play the same game again?
Yeah,
I'm
we
okay
do
with
the
that.
same deal. Mine, same
fine.
thing.
I mean, Matt just said that he thinks I'm an experiential learner.
A lot of ways, yeah. Some people.
I just need to be bonked in the head a million times.
I think it's me, Josh.
I've never seen it so funny. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah. Was it deep in my mouth? I couldn't think about anything. Jesus. Guess I heard that one.
Now you know how light I am. All you have to do is stand up.
I feel the struggle. Okay. I tried something in the dog with me yesterday. Fucking tried like right on me, fucking plant my leg down and just shot up like this. I was like, what the fuck? I got the plant down, but then I couldn't like move you away. When you were grabbing my leg? No, or at the very end. At the very end? Yeah, I do that too. You go to side control. If you clap it. Yeah. You like plant, put your knee in there? Yeah. I like started to go for the leg drag and we noticed like this and he fucking clamped it down so hard. Uh-huh. I was like, what the fuck? And then I don't know how he did it. He like just pushed me. He like came up. I think it's the very too much side control. See, people will go like if you go to side control. Uh-huh. I think it's a similar mechanic. Yeah.
Okay, new development.
Yeah.
I actually started implying or implementing the back without much more than the. Yeah.
I saw you like were a monkey and you was back for a second.
Yeah, like I
You
don't.
putting mic over here?
I almost like abandoned the whole aim of keeping crab hooks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just keep the crab hooks if it's convenient for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was the intent of this game.
That's the entire thing because you don't need the intent of the game is to keep him between your knees, right? The same one as the last one. Like crab hooks are like a method to like keep the legs in front of you sometimes, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you have to like stay there the whole time, right?
Okay. Enlightenment.
All right.
That's amazing.
Sound like- Oh, thumbnail. Hold on. Yeah, do like a pose for the thumbnail. Can everybody pose for the thumbnail real quick? Okay, I guess like that. Everybody pose for the thumbnail. Nice. All right. What the heck? Okay.